Now that we've constructed our scene, it's time to add some interactivity to the scene. There's already a bit of interactivity here. We've made some hover states for these buttons. When the user moves their mouse over them, the background image of this element swaps out and they appear to glow. Let's just preview in the browser to see what we have at the moment. Preview current scene in browser. So all three of these buttons have this kind of glowing effect to them. And it's probably worth noting at this point that the clickable area of the button is actually a square. It's the full oblong or rectangular size of this element. So even if I'm hovering over what appears to be a transparent area, this is actually the full area of the image and the full clickable area of the button. So that's just worth noting. I'm going to close that Safari window now and go back to Hype, and let's add the actions we want to these buttons. What we want to do is when I click on Try the Door, it will transition to the door scene. When I click on Call for Help, it will transition to the help scene. And when I click on Jump the Wall, it will transition to the wall scene. So let's get that underway. I'm going to select the Try the Door button. And in the inspector window, I go to Actions Inspector. And I want to add an action to on mouse click or tap. So tap is what you would do on a touchscreen device in the computer, which is what we're designing for. It's mouse click. So let's click the plus sign to add an action to this, this mouse event. And under action, I'm going to choose jump to scene. And for try the door, we want it to go to the door scene. And the transition, I'm going to choose push left to right. Hype has got these quite cool standard built-in transitions that you can easily add to scene transition actions. So that's really good. Let's just preview what we've got so far. This time I'm going to just preview this scene by going Command Option Return. That's instead of using this button to preview the current scene, I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut, Command Option Return. And that opens it up in Safari. So if I mouse over Try the Door, it lights up. If I click it, it transitions with a push left to right to the scene door. Something that's also worth setting for your buttons is the cursor. So when the button is active, I want the pointer to be pointer, this little hand. And this button, Allow Text Selection, you can just leave that as the default. Okay, let's add the actions to the other buttons. Click on Call for Help and make the pointer pointer, just to get that out of the way. On mouse click, add the action, jump to scene, and the scene that we want to go to is help, and the transition I'm going to choose is push bottom to top. So let's do action for jump the wall scene. Let's just go on mouse click, add an action. The action will be jump to scene. The scene we want to go to is wall, and the transition will be push right to left. And again, just make sure you've changed the cursor pointer to pointer if that's the one you want to use. Okay, let's save what we've done. File, save, and let's preview this scene. Okay, we've already seen this one. Refresh the browser to go back to the scene you want to preview. Call for help. Goes to the help scene. Refresh. Go back to the choice scene. And jump the wall. Goes to the wall scene. Okay, so that's it. Scene transitions added through actions in Hype. Very, very easy, and Yeah, very effective and a lot of fun for your users.